Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are going to see how to check if a number is Armstrong or not. This is an important question asked in most of the interviews related to programming and in the exams. If we understand how to arrive on the conclusion if the number is Armstrong number or not, we can then put into any of the programming language, be it Python or Java. In this particular video, we are going to see this in the Python language. So let's get started. What's an Armstrong number? It's also known as the Narcissus number, and if the sum of its own digits when they are raised to the power of the total number of digits this particular number consists, the sum if it equals to the original number, then it's an Armstrong number, else it's not. Let's see a few examples. So here the number is 153. The total number of digits it has is 3. So we have to raise each of the digits to the power of 3 and then sum it up. So here we see digits is 3. So the power we have to raise is 3. Then 1 to the power 3, 5 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3. So when we total, it comes to 153. As the sum is equal to the original number itself, 153, so this is an Armstrong number. Now take another example. 8208. It has 4 digits. So we have to raise each of the digits to the power of 4 before doing the summation. Okay. So when we raise each of the digits to the power 4 and do the sum, we get 8208 again, which is equal to the original number itself. So this is also an Armstrong number. Now we have understood what's an Armstrong number, how to check it, the logic behind it. But how we will have to implement this in Python code, let's check it out. First, we will accept the number from the user. We use the function input to accept the number from user. We have converted it into int and stored in the variable num. So the user enters 153. So num will have the value 153. We have to find the total number of digits because we want to raise the digits to the total number of digits. In this case, it is 3. So we have to store it in a variable L because the num is integer, and to use the length function to find the length of the digit or length of the number, we have to first convert into string, then only we can apply the length function. So when we apply the length function to this, we will get L equals to 3. So here we see num equals to 153 and total length of this number, nothing but the total number of digits, is 3. Moving to the next slide. We see two variables result and temp. Result equals to 0 and temp equals to number. We will slowly understand as we move ahead why these two variables are used. For now, let's come into this while loop. So we have number equals to 153 and L equals to 3. So we have to iterate each of these digits and then raise to the power of this and then do the sum. To do this, we now understood that we need a loop. So here we use the while loop to iterate through each of the number. So one way we can do is num is not equals to 0. So let's see. So let's see how the program goes. We have to remember two things. We use mod function when we want to extract the last digit of the number, and we use float division when we want to drop the last digit of a number. So example 153 mod 10 will give us 3, nothing but the last digit. And 153 float division 10 will give us 15. Nothing that it will remove this and it will give the remaining number. So these two logics are used in our program. So num, here it has 153. When we do mod 10, we will get n equals to 3. Then what we do, we take this n and then raise the power. We raise 3 to the power 3. L, we have calculated the length of the number 153 is 3. So 3 to the power 3. And then we will add it each time to the result. So initially we have put result equals to 0. So 0 plus 3 raised to the power of 3, which is nothing but 27. So result is updated as 27. Now we update the number, the variable num, because we are done with the 3. We are done with the 3. Now we have to go for 5 and then find the cube of 5. So we will do float division 153 float division 10 equals to 15. So now the num variable gets updated from 153 to 15. Now it will go to the while loop and check 15 is not equals to 0. So the condition is true. So it will come inside, and what it will do is 15 mod 10, and the value will come as 5. Now here what will happen? Result equals to 27, which is already there, 27 plus 5 to the power 3, which will give as 125. So now the result will be updated and it will be 152. 27 plus 125 is 152. Now we are done with again 5. So the last number we need is just 1. So we will do num equals to num. So 15 float division 10, it will be equal to 1. Now again we will go to the while loop. So it will say 1 is not equals to 0. So it is true. So it will come inside, and here what it will do, 1 mod 10 equals to 1. And then it will go to the next line, and here we will see 152 plus 1 raised to the power 3, which is 1, and it is 153. The result will be now 153. And now what it will do? 1 float division 10 is equals to 0. So now this again will go to the while loop. And here we will see 0 not equals to 0 is false. So it will skip the loop. Now moving to the next step, we see the temp. We have initialized temp equals to num. In the previous slide, here we can see temp is equals to num, because here we saw num has got updated, and now currently num equals to 0. So we cannot use this variable. So we had kept whatever user had given the input in the temp variable before we manipulated the num variable. So the user had given 153 and it's there in the temp, and the result is also 153. Both are equal, so we will say yes, the number is Armstrong. If they are not equal, we would have said no, the number is not an Armstrong. So the comparison is done and finally we get the result. Now the entire code in single glance we can see. We accepted the input from the user, we found the length of the input number, then we initialized the result variable 0 and we stored the temper variable 153 over here so that it can be used later for comparison, because we see num gets modified at each of the loop. Then we go iterate it as num is not equal to 0 to iterate all the digits. We take each of the digits of 153 like here using the mod operator, and then we will raise to the power and find the total and store in result, and then we will modify number using the floor division. This updated value we keep on checking in this while loop. Finally, when all the digits has been iterated, we check if this temp variable is equals to result. Then we will say it's an Armstrong number, as it's not an Armstrong number. So hope this video has helped you in understanding the logic behind Armstrong number and how to implement it using Python code. Stay tuned to my channel for more such interesting videos. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy learning. Thank you.